You think you know what success looks like on YouTube. You've seen examples like MrBeast. But there's an entirely different type of channel that on the surface, it looks like it's failing. But if you were to look behind the scenes, it's actually bringing in millions and millions of dollars. When you look closer, you'll realize it's because it's bringing in thousands and thousands of leads. In this episode, you're going to learn the strategies behind these unseen channels that are really profitable. Let's dive right in. Now, I'm not going to argue about MrBeast's success. I'm a fan. I'm a big subscriber. I watch every one of his episodes, and I'm a big fan of the Beast games. My wife is kind of so-so. She'll watch it with us, but my son loves it. Now, he's successful because it makes money through ad revenue, through advertising or sponsorships, and he's even created some of his own brands. His channel is so successful that he gets more views than the Super Bowl, and it's really expensive to have ads during the Super Bowl. So MrBeast is like, what do I do? Well, he created some of his own companies. He's got his chocolate brand. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. That is a great example of success, but it's a type of success that is really hard to accomplish. It's a type of success that's actually pretty rare. The type of success that I'm going to teach you about and show you examples of is way more predictable. It's way more likely that you can succeed with it. In fact, if you have a business that has an educational component, like you're a coach or a consultant or a speaker or an author or a course creator, or you do some type of training or something like that, man, this strategy is definitely golden for you. So how about I show you one of these first channels? Let me take you behind the scenes of Stan the Annuity Man. So who is Stan the Annuity Man? Right, this is him right here. You see that he's got 16.9 thousand subscribers at the time of this video. Now, I produced his channel for 2 years, several years ago, and we've stayed in contact. He's continued to produce his channel since then, and he's back. In fact, we've got 13 filming dates scheduled for the whole year of 2026. We're going to be filming another 260 videos, and there's a reason why, okay? Guess what this channel is doing for Stan right now? Well, you see in the top there, it says America's Annuity Agent. Okay, he wanted to brand himself that way, but branding is just one thing. What's reality? Well, this YouTube channel has made Stan the #1 annuity agent in America by 4 times. By 4 times. I want to show you why this is working so well for Stan. So if I just go to the YouTube home screen, and I'm signed in as Nate Woodbury. You can see my icon there. All right, so let me come up here to the search bar, and if I type in, how much does a 100K annuity pay per month? Okay, so we see Stan right here. He's in position #2. Let's do another one. Best annuity for seniors. Okay, yep, there's Stan right there at the top. What's another example? Let's try one more. Let's try fixed indexed annuities, pros and cons. What? He's not in the top 3? Okay, so there he is. He used to be higher up. I think that's why he's hired me. He wants to get back into the leaf strategy so that he can dominate, because he's still America's #1 annuity agent, but it's been a few years since we've actually been the producer for his channel. Let me show you another channel in a complete different space. I'm going to show you Nicolene Peck, who is a parenting expert. All right, so you look at this channel. You can look at the number of subscribers and say 90,000. That's pretty impressive. You look at videos, and it's like 200 views, 300 views, 300, there's a 400 view, 400, there's a 500. How successful could this video be if we're only in the low hundreds? Well, let me take you behind the scenes and show you. So I've brought you in here to advanced mode of the analytics, and I'm going to come to this traffic source report. And I want to break this down because some type of traffic is way more valuable than other types of traffic. So see this one that says suggested videos? That's the orange line up here. That's the one that's most important to MrBeast, followed by browse. So suggested and browse are the most important for channels like MrBeast. But what about for Stan or for Nicolene Peck? YouTube search is actually the most valuable, and that's where we've got the most traffic. So we're looking at a 28-day period, and in 28 days, we've had nearly 31,000 views from YouTube search. So people are asking questions about parenting They're finding Nicolene's videos, and that's resulting in over 30,000 views. Now check this out. What's this external? If I click on external, you'll see Google search is adding another 45,000. So add the 30,000 and the 45,000 together, that's a lot of people searching about parenting and finding Nicolene Peck. So this is a massive, massive lead generator. In fact, she's generating 1,400 leads per month. 1,400 leads per month. Now, if you're doing a paid ad campaign, 1,400 leads, that's a reasonable number, but you know that they're low quality leads and you're going to really have to sort through those. When you follow the strategy that I help Nicolene implement, these are like referral quality leads. These are leads that are coming to you that already have trust. They already know who you are. They want to work with you. The other cool thing I'll just show you is while we're on this screen, look at these next two. So this is under external, but you see Chat GPT. So this is very specific. We've got, if you add that up, it's like 1,400 views or something. 1,400 video views from Chat GPT saying, hey, watch this video of Nicolene's. And they do. That's where these views came from. Now, the video that you're watching this moment is on the Nate Woodbury channel, but I have another channel called Nate the Producer, and I want to show you that channel. What would you say when you first saw this channel? 469 subscribers. That video that launched 5 hours ago has only got 1 view. This one's got 9, 8, 18. Would you think that this channel was a flop? Now, there's a very specific reason why I've launched a second YouTube channel. It's 100% that I'm focusing on search. This channel is actually bringing me a lot of business. And the reason I'm pulling back the curtains, even showing you my own channel right here, I want you to understand what's really important. Is it the number of views a video gets? Or even if a video had 8 views, but it generated 2 qualified referral quality leads, isn't that amazing? Isn't that what you would actually want? Let me introduce you to another channel. This is Jason Schroeder. He's a consultant in the construction industry. You can see all of the videos that he's launching here. Some of them with just a couple hundred views, some of them with almost 800 views. This one almost 1,000 views. So we like to see numbers like that, but what's super important to understand is this is a 7-figure consulting firm, and this YouTube channel, in his words, this is bringing him more leads than he can handle. And he attributes it all to the success of the YouTube channel. So we film here in Utah. He lives down in Arizona, and he travels up here every month so that we can keep filming these videos because it's getting such great results. Would you like to see a brand new channel that just launched this year? Take a look at this channel. This is Reagan Archibald, Ageless Future. So I've taken you to that same report, the traffic source report. And again, YouTube search is the most valuable. 28,000 views. Okay, I'm going to show you this report in a little bit different way. Let's just take a look at this. If I do ad comparison and I click on period over period, what we're seeing is the amount of views from search the previous month to the last 28 days. So it grew from 18,000 to 28,000 in a single month. So I can do this report another way. I'm going to do a bigger time period. I'm going to increase this to 90 days, and then I'll do that period over period comparison. So in the previous 90-day period, 5,000 views. In the most recent 90 days, 57,000 views. So we've more than 10 times from one quarter to the next. I got one more example to show you, and this is another client that just told me the other day, Nate, I've got more leads than I can handle. I love hearing that. All right, for this one, let me just go to YouTube and I'll show you how we find him. If we type in become politician, notice who's ranking at the top. We've got Jay Townsend ranking there. We've got him ranking there. We've got him ranking right there. We've got him there. We've got him there again. So now let's just jump into his channel right here. So he's got 32,000 subscribers. You can see the video from 3 days ago has 144 views, 96 views, 571, 315, 200. This is what a successful YouTube channel looks like. So this path to success on YouTube, it doesn't rely on going viral. In fact, if a video goes viral, we have to watch it closely and we might consider deleting that video. You don't have to change who you are. You don't need to be someone else. And this isn't a career change. In order to be successful, you don't have to become a YouTuber and make YouTube your full-time career. you can run your business and just use YouTube as a tool. In fact, if you wanted to be as aggressive as Jason Schroeder, he only films once a month and he's launching 5 episodes a week. It's actually very rare for a video to go viral, and if that's what you're counting on, that's a very risky business. So why not do something that's tactical, that's predictable, that's repeatable, that's consistent? In your area of expertise, in your niche, you can map out which areas you want to dominate, and we can create a very tactical plan for you to own that space. Now, the strategy that will get you there is called the LEAF strategy. So I teach a weekly webinar. I don't sell on the webinar, so I do have services that I provide where I hold people by the hand and I offer a done-for-you service to get these results. But that's not what this webinar is. This webinar will teach you the LEAF strategy. There's 5 ingredients. And if you're a do-it-yourself kind of person, you'll be able to come away at the end of the webinar knowing exactly what to do. And on the other hand, if you want somebody to do it for you and you want to talk to me about what my services look like, that would be a conversation afterwards. Okay, you could schedule that with me on my calendar. But this webinar, it'll be an hour long, and you'll learn the 5 ingredients of theleafstrategy.com. I'll put that down below. But you'll learn the 5 ingredients so that you'll know how to find the questions that your target audience is asking, and what 5 ingredients do each video need to have in order to make sure that they rank at the top of Google, YouTube, and ChatGPT. So go to theleafstrategy.com, register for the upcoming webinar, and I'll personally see you there.